Hi guys, today I have the Willow breast pump to show you and review. So what I have on the table here is what you will receive in your first box, as well as two cleaning brushes, which I don't have here, but there's a larger one and a smaller one just to get in all the nooks and crannies and crevices when you're washing the pieces. But when you get your pump, you'll obviously get two pumps. You're going to get a left and a right, which are distinguished on the bottom right there. It says very faintly R, and then that's also the charging port. This is the charger that you get. You get one of them. You get a set of flex tubes. I have one on here and one down here to show you guys. And then you will pick the size of the flange that you want. The standard size that I believe it comes with is a 24 millimeter. You are going to want to try to measure yourself with their guide. I've seen it both on the Amazon posting and on their website as best you can to order the correct size. Originally, I thought I needed a 21 millimeter. So when I purchased this, I selected the 21 millimeter and it came with both the 24 millimeter set and the 21 millimeter set. I was wrong in my sizing and had to go and repurchase the 27 millimeter, which is what I have here. So you can buy replacements of these. You can buy replacements of the sets of flex tubes, which you will need to replace after 3 months, I believe is what's recommended on the website. And then you can also buy another charger, which I did because I thought it was impractical to only have one charger for two breast pumps. So when you purchase the breast pump, this piece comes without bags. So I would recommend buying a set of bags to start off with, and you will have your flex tubes on here when you want to pump, and I'll show you guys how to put the milk bags on here. So you're going to have the milk bag. It says this side up right there. And you're going to go to the top of your flex tube. You're going to insert the plastic portion of your bag, fold this over, clip it in, and then you're going to put this, you're going to kind of squish this all down. There's really no great way to do this, but you just kind of fold it down in there. And then once you get this positioned on your breast, you'll come over, connect the pump, and you'll click power, and then you'll click start, and it'll start suctioning to try and get a latch onto your breast, and it will connect to the app, which I have here. So when you have the pump on your breast, the app will show once it starts to get into stimulation mode, and then once it goes into expression mode. If you're having trouble latching, it will come up with error messages down here, such as it'll tell you that the flex tube is not inserted in the pump correctly, or it'll tell you that it's not securely placed against your skin, which then you would just go ahead and press the play button and it'll try to latch again after you've tried to resolve the issue. Oftentimes I find that if I know the flex tube is correct, that I just kind of keep squeezing it against my skin, press the play button, and it'll attach the second time, no problem. So you're gonna want your app out the entire time that you're pumping, because here you guys can see it right there, because it'll tell you when it's in stimulation, when it's in expression mode. It'll give you the time right here, and it'll tell you how many ounces on each side as you're going. So the right and left side are distinguished on the app, and the rings will slowly get bigger and bigger as you pump. So if you only pump on the right, then it'll only track the right. If you only pump on the left, it'll only track the left. And it will also show the battery of each pump, so right and left at the top, which is pretty convenient. And then on the app, it also shows the history for pumping for the day and for all your pump sessions. So today I've pumped twice. It'll tell you when you did it, how long it was, and what amount you got on what side, and then a cumulative for the pump, a cumulative amount for the day. So it'll show you your history, which is nice to see because I'm trying to wean off pumping right now, so it is getting less and less and less. You also have the store directly connected to the app, if you guys can see it. right there, and you can get different parts. They also have a help section with a quick start guide, how-to videos, and settings. Another thing is you guys can change the background to whatever you want. This is just a little picture of my son. I also did want to show you guys the milk containers. So I purchased these when I bought the pump because I knew that I wasn't always going to want to use the milk bags that I showed you earlier. So these connect right with the flex tube as well, and they go right in here, and they connect to the pump like so. So everything magnetizes to the pump. When this is attached, when you're pumping, you're in setting 1. And then before you take it off, you're going to switch it to 2. Hold your finger down here because this can come loose. You're going to flip it over, and this is called the flip to finish. And it's going to do a gulp with the flex tube, I think 8 times to get the rest of the milk out of the flange. And then once it's done with that, you'll hear it, it'll stop, you can disconnect, and I usually store it like that while I'm disconnecting the other side. And then to pour the milk out, you're just gonna open this piece, pour it out, and then once I pour it out of this actual reservoir, there's usually still milk in the flex tube, even after the gulps. So I go like this, and I squeeze this a couple times, and the milk will come down into here, and then I just pour that into a bag. This is pretty easy to clean. It was a learning curve at first, but I've got it down now. You're gonna want to clean the flex tube. This piece comes off, that stops the milk container. You can see this unlock lock right here. You're gonna wanna unlock it, push this out, and then you can get to cleaning all of the other pieces. So when you wanna put it together, you're gonna put this in here with the grooves aligned, squeeze it, and flip it over, lock it, get this piece on, close it in, and put your flex tube on. So once you get the hang of it, it's not as intimidating as it was once I first started. But that is all of the pieces that I currently have to this pump. So just to recap, when you get the pump, you're going to get a left and a right. You're going to get one charger. You're going to get a pair of flex tubes, and you're going to get a set of these in the size that you choose. These are the milk containers, which you can buy separately in the size that you choose. I would recommend buying another set of milk or flex tubes, and I would recommend buying a second charger just so you can charge both pumps at once. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys to kind of see the pieces and have someone actually show you and talk to you about it. Try not to be intimidated by the actual assembly and everything of the pump. Once you get used to it and use it a couple times, you will get a lot more familiar with it. And it also does come with a how-to pamphlet and shows you step by step on how to troubleshoot and go through each step. Really helpful with like good diagrams and stuff. All right, so hopefully this was helpful, and we'll see you guys in our next review. Thank you.